Right side. Off the mark there with the three. And we're through the first half of play here. And what's been a good one.
Ayun o.
By two. And we'll return after halftime.
Mega love shout out Kenan AC Vlogs. Nadidinig mo ako? Okay ba?
The second half getting started. Brentfield playing host to Newark East here on Garden State IAA Sports.
And with Junior, it's easy to see the natural athletic ability that he possesses. He was a great football player, and that fluidity translates to the heart.
Shalom, mega love shout out.
Here's Junior. And he hits it to tie the game up.
You can't allow Junior to get comfortable from there. Once he does, he goes to work.
Kamusta? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Outside Lee. Bishop. Off target with the three.
Hello, Kenan AC Vlogs. Kamusta? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Well, he's played ball before, no doubt about that. But playing organized ball is a completely different beast. Suffice to say, Junior's done an excellent job adjusting to the team game. They get it again. Zadirko clearly fouled a shot that time. The whistle blows and he'll go to the line to shoot free throws. And there's the foul against Renfield. He's getting his first free throws.
Natutulog na sila. Pinapaano ko lang para makuha yung WH.
He's off on the first.
Marie Vlogs channel, mega love shout out.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Rosenberg outside. Bishop defended by
Bagong tasa ba? Mag-New Year eh. Kailangan bagong tasa.
Bishop. Andrews trying his luck from deep. The shot by Bishop, no good. And Junior, as many of you know, is the son of Duke. One of the largest figures in Newark hoops history.
Papakin talaga, syempre.
I don't know why Junior waited so long to get into the game of basketball, but I bet his father would be elated now that he's on the floor. Duke was a legend in the area, and Junior would be able to have that same kind of impact. Had a nice open look right there. The Foxes do Rosenberg the favor.
Mas maganda nga yan kasi hindi ko makita yung nilalaro ko eh. Shailan Cruz, mega love shout out. Naririnig ba rin ako kahit wala yung camera?
Pass to Andrews. Outside Lee. Ducey. Joseph outside. It's Luke Grace.
Long Ranger, mega love shout out.
Lee back to Grace. Lee with it. Indra defending. And Troy Lee hits from deep. It's all knotted up.
Nice read from the big man. Joseph doing an excellent job analyzing the defense and picking them apart.
And lots of contact there, missing the shot, and will shoot two. It's going to go on Luke.
Anong sound?
And
Hindi ko naririnig sound eh.
To the free throw line. Shooting two. Take a break. Two shots. And he knocks down the first one. That one misses, so he splits the free throws. And here's Lee. Joseph inside.
He'll be the first to tell you that's a shot he should convert. The D is not tight on.
We're at the end of the third quarter. We still got a close one. Eagles out in front, up by one. And as we get ready for the fourth quarter, we'll step aside for a quick break. Well, the fourth quarter getting going here. Great matchup so far between.
Mega love shout out, Brad Pitt.
Glenfield trailing. And the center for this team, Robert Andrews, who his teammates call Big Bobby Andrews, is a looming presence for them in the paint.
And even though he's a high schooler, a lot of fans will describe Andrews as having old man strength. He's just very difficult to move or get an edge on with his deceptive brawn.
On the wing, Junior. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw contact and he'll shoot two. It's going to go on Luke Race. Not fearing the contact. This is Junior's mentality. He welcomes aggressive defense on the way up. And he makes the first.
They're working pretty hard to get inside and draw contact. A little more than they did in that first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
This chance to put them up by a three, that's going to affect how they set up on D this trip down.
And guys, after trailing...
Bigyan ko kayo mga jacket ko mga to. Big love shout out Jero. Gang Tot, mega love shout out. Mega love shout out Gang Tot. Yan, may mga jacket na kayo. Yan. Dali lang, ha?
for a long time. They have to be feeling good about tying it up.
I know I would be. Fourth quarter, momentum on their side, ahead of steam. They should be feeling good.
Junior inside. Grace defending. And it's Junior missing. Here's Ducey. And he uses the glass on the layup.
The ball movement from them has been terrific. Very little ISO play.
And piling up the points. So far, the defense hasn't been able to counter their approach.
And here's Junior outside. Knocks down the triple. Lee with it. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. There's the triple. They get the rebound. Here's Ducey. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming up.
He'll head to the line. You can't be mad at a foul like that.
This is pretty smart. When he gets that close.
Canon AC Vlogs, mega love shout out.
And the first one drops. Both teams will make a substitution. Both fall at the line that time. We're a minute and a half into this fourth quarter of play. Pass to Junior. Returns today. Black covered by Ducey. Here's Junior. He gets it in there.
ACR say mega love shout out.
Here's Lee.
Well, he's
Facebook.
already the star of this team, and he's only a sophomore. Connor Rosenberg expected to do big things for the Foxes this year and the next 2 after.
And Dave Zadirko with the block.
Brad Pitt, mega love shout out.
And yep, it's good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating high percentage looks from close range.
And even under pressure and tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunity.
Kept alive. And Day gets it to go.
And here comes Day with a much-needed bucket. The Eagles trust in their team captain when it gets tough out there.
And for Rosenberg, the shooting is his trademark, but he's also got a good amount of burst with the ball in his hands.
It gives you everything you ask for from a wing player. It's a long ways away, but Rosenberg seems destined to play college ball at a big-name school.
Here's the break. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Coming through in a big moment. Black taking over this possession and
Ano ba naglalaro kayo sa NBA? Tingnan nga natin. Yun ang paglalabanin ko. Clippers tsaka Minnesota Timberwolves. Pata natin title.
Ask me for some money, I tell them get them. Back and she's fine. I wear shades and carry like I'm legally blind. I talk in the coupe, so I'm easy to find. She want Versace, so I flew her straight out.
Yan, Shohoku. No delay. Parang ano lang buntis delay Yun. Ang ganda maglaban. Ito. Clippers tayo, Clippers.
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays, everybody, and welcome to our annual 2K TV holiday episode.
I know Christmas is the time everybody's watching NBA games, but I'm most looking forward to Celtics and Nets.
And like the whole world, we can't wait to watch KD.
Today we are joined by Kevin Durant. This is really exciting.
The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports.
Happy holidays.
It's time for NBA action. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Clippers as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. With Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. With us tonight, 1990 and D.A. Jacob.
Hey, Kevin, the Clippers, for now at least.
There's been a transformation here in L.A. There is no doubt about that. D.A., thank you. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Layman is out there at Towns. Then it's Russell. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, we've got Ibaka. Batuma's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the two-guard spot. Pass to Russell. 5 to shoot. Pass to Okogie. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Kenny, these days you need versatile defenders. In your opinion, who does the best job of guarding from point guard to center in the NBA?
Oof, you got Kawhi, you got AD. I would add Paul George in the mix.
Sure.
I would add Patrick Beverley in the mix. I would add PJ Tucker, guys who can play multiple defender positions. Avery Bradley, I would add him in there. You notice most of them on the same team, huh?
Yeah. Pushing it up. George with the defensive effort. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Passes it to Beverley. Ibaka with the ball. And the rejection by Towns.
A terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back.
Another shot. And misses it off the right side
Di
of
mo
the
na
rim.
mag-basketball?
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
That one good for two.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And stolen by Russell.
Proceed to David.
The
NBA ka
shot
rin.
to the left, but the bounce goes his way.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And George kicks to Leonard.
Yun,
Trimmings the
nakashoot din.
three-pointer.
The NBA is such an international phenomenon, Kenny. Tearing up this league.
May kampo ba ako?
Young guns who started outside of the U.S.
Yeah, Giannis, Jokic and Doncic, they come to mind. They're probably 3 of the top 10 players in basketball right now. It's not, I don't even say it anymore. I don't say international player. I just say he's a player. I never think about Giannis as an international player.
Our game's been global for so long now that's a great point because, we had Dirk and we've had Nash and we've had Akeem. Some of our all-time greats weren't from America.
Well, an excellent penetrator who is always in attack mode. Go ahead, D'Angelo Russell.
Leonard on the wing. Now, here's Batum. Guarded close. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Minnesota leading by 3. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Impressive awareness from Karl Anthony Towns. Dependable at finding teammates with a terrific look there.
Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Kenny, your former team, the Rockets, have suggested that the league move to start the free agency ahead of the NBA draft. From what you hear, is that
Si Brad
picking
Pitt,
up some
thank you
momentum?
naman Brad
That's
Pitt
how
sa
it is
yung
in other pro leagues.
pag-ibig.
It is, right.
You have the free agency,
Yep.
then you know exactly what you need in the draft. So it would make sense. You're drafting something, and all of a sudden you get all these different free agents. You don't need those young players because typically young players are 2 to 3 years away.
The landscape changes.
Yeah, it has, but I like the way we have it because the one advantage with the rookies is they come in as a brand, which is an advantage to you. You think about Zion coming in, it changed the entire landscape of the Pelicans franchise. Like those guys do have a lot of value if they played in college and been able to build up that brand.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Paul George. Count it, good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Edwards against Williams. Kennard, the pass to Williams. Outside Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Timberwolves leading by 5. To the paint. Here's Edwards. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Kenny, as a freshman, you joined one of the great lineups to ever play in college basketball with guys like Michael Jordan, Sam Perkins. I mean, it was a who's who of the game.
Yeah, Michael was so excited to play.
Was he?
It was just, as soon as I walked on
Chomping at the
campus,
bit, wasn't he?
when I
Because who
walked
is
on
this kid out of
campus,
New York?
he picked me up at the airport, drove me around.
He had a car?
Oh, yes. He did. But then it was just great. Playing there with those kind of guys, it really gets you ready and prepares you for that.
Had you met Jordan before you went
On
to
a
Carolina?
visit, just on a visit.
On a visit you
But
had.
he wasn't the best player really at the time.
Mm.
Sam Perkins
Right.
was the guy. He was a 4-year All-American, first team.
Yeah.
So it was Sam Perkins.
Ay, Memory Vlogs channel, may galap shout out. Memory Vlogs.
Rubio, the pass to Reed. Shoots over Zubats. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 4. Williams dishes to Patterson. And the pass to Kennard. Here's Zubats. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team. Pass to Culver. Beyond the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Now, here's Kennard. He's guarded closely. Zubac's in the post. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Now, here's Culver. Kennard covering. Reed misses.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Patterson. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Edwards. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Jackson. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some off-season work he put in.
Yeah, I picked a lot of people's brains, going into the summer, a lot of guys that have made that jump.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
The talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Edwards is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then it's Culver. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Reed in at the power forward. Look at when you guys played, Kenny, a ton of incredible guards, certainly during your time. Which players gave you the biggest fits when you tried to guard? Who were the most difficult guys?
Well, I didn't have to guard Jordan, but I know that a lot of people had Mike Mears before they played him.
That's a good one.
Yeah. But what's funny? Like guys like Dana Barris and Mahmoud.
Ayan, maraming salamat sa 11 viewers. 11 million
They
viewers.
could get up under you. You couldn't really pressure them at times.
It was
May
always
dalawang heart
the guys
galing
that
sa
most people
Facebook.
wouldn't think about.
Yeah.
Michael Adams.
Yep.
Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy.
I hated to be guarded by him too. And then, there are some guys that just had quirky games. Remember, was it Kevin Porter?
Oh, did you play against John Bagley?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Herky jerky guy.
And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got 6 points.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose. This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Russell passes to Okogie. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Russell. Lays it up off the glass. 6 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And you look at Paul George. I mean, he's got the capability to lead the league in scoring, but he's just as focused on locking you down.
That sets him apart. How many guys could say, I could get 20 on you and stop you from getting 20? You guys can do that.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 4. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Here's Leonard. He's off on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together.
Mega love
losing
shout
the
out sa
last
ating
matchup
mga
with the Lakers.
8 million
And
viewers
defensively
dyan ha.
in that
Pasensya na
one,
kayo,
they
first
needed
time
to
ko
come up
maglaro
with
nito
6
eh.
stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said.
Nag-aaralan ko pa guys.
I'll tell you this,
Gagawa
it
tayo
looked
ng-
like they wanted to
actually,
get out
meron
of
na
town
kaming
as
gaming
quickly as
channel
possible. The
sa
problem is
Facebook.
their defense went with them.
Kung mga gusto mag-gaming, ayan, pwede to guys.
Beverly against Russell. And Beverly kicks to George. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. George has got 7 now in this quarter. Timberwolves leading by 6. Greg Popovich, the Spurs coach, Kenny, has talked about how the 3-point shot is ruining the game. What do you say when you hear that?
Well, he's a participant up there.
I was about to say,
Hammering it in!
Wow, not known for his flamboyance. Leonard this time was the highlight reel stuff.
For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Russell kicks to Towns. For 3, Beasley. The shot will not fall. The Clippers go the other way with it. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, though. If you're going to shoot in the low 30s, you're going to end up losing a lot of games.
Yeah, rough outing for their offense. You saw a spark here and there, but their main scorers just couldn't stay hot.
Yeah,
Oy, si
he's
Rosita
shown
David, oh.
terrific control of the pace.
Grace,
and
Guardian,
the rhythm
Rahel,
of
shoot
this
mo,
offense.
shoot mo
And I
ang
think
ball.
they count for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. 1:57
Yeah.
left to play here in the second quarter. Russell against Beverly. Passes it to Batum. Trying to get open as Ibaka. A shot by Batum,
Okay, foul.
no good. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for the Clippers. Zubats is checked in for Ibaka. Luke Kennard comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And then for Minnesota, Edwards comes in for Josh Okogie. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Malik Beasley. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And what about our special guest? Kenny, thanks for taking the time to join us, dropping by. Always a pleasure. You add so much to the broadcast.
Man, thanks for having me. This is just great.
Thank you. What a pleasure it was to have Kenny joining us outdoors. He's been in the business for a long, long time.
Boy, as great as Kenny Smith was on the basketball court, he was a tremendous guard, a championship guard. He's been equally impressive off of it. This guy's a mainstay in the studio, Emmy Award winner, truly a special treat.
To the inside. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Williams, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
How about the pull-up game from Luke Williams? Go ahead, keep the defense guessing.
And here's Culver. The pass to Reed. Now Rubio. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard attacking. And a missed layup. Minnesota leading by 6. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And the rejection by Zubats. And that one's good. Towns.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Williams scanning the floor. Good D by Rubio. Pass to Culver. Fires the 3. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in the driver's seat.
Yeah, no,
Up
thank
8
you sa
points at the end
8
of the
million
Their shooting has
viewers.
been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, you guys have built a lead. What is the key to maintaining or increasing it going forward?
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our half and gracing us with his presence once again after his stirring performance with the live crew. And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got Patrick Beverly. Batuma's out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Kogi missing.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Towns. Second shot opportunity. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Towns for 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And here's George for 3. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Los Angeles. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And the dunk by Towns.
Well, when you see a Karl Anthony Towns who's engaged on the offensive end, he believes he can score from any spot on the floor.
Inside, Ibaka, and the layup is good. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Didn't miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today, but you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. And George, here we go. Rebound, Minnesota.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
And that one is good by Beasley.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look. from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And Doris Malik Beasley, no stranger to the entertainment business. His parents and his grandfather are all accomplished actors.
Yes, but his father also played basketball professionally. Malik with so much talent. Now he's looking for his role to grow, and he's got the kind of heart and toughness to go make it happen.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Russell inside. Jackson on him.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
And Williams, here we go. Here's Ibaka to the middle. Here's Zubac, and it's good, 2 points.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, that's the vision and
Hey, shout
ability
out
to
to ating
deliver
9
precise
million viewers
passes.
in the
Rubio
house.
completely on point.
Williams passes to Ibaka. Jackson up top. Pass to Williams. Makes it off the glass.
This guy is as good a shot maker as anyone in the league. Lou Williams doing work.
Timberwolves leading by 10. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That'll be his second foul at the game. Culver's checked in for Minnesota. 1:27 left in the third. Russell with it. 10 points for him. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. That they had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
D'Angelo Russell rises up and drops the hammer.
Here's Williams. 2 points. That one goes. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Timberwolves. Down low. Here's Russell. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. Russell's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves. Jackson passes to Williams. Offensive rebound. Got a piece of it. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, and here comes Culver all alone. Williams with the block. And now the Clippers on the break. Kennard kicks to Williams. Zubac the pass to Kennard. The Clippers rebound. The three. Hits it from three-point range. Kennard's got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles. To the middle. And there's the slam to finish it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Yan.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Colton. Ricky Rubio is out there with Edwards, and it's Layman in at the 4 slot. Pocket 6. From deep. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Boy, he can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
Here's Leonard. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Here's Edwards. But they recover it. Here's Reed. A shot by Culver. Nobody around. Offline with his 3.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Stolen by Rubio. Culver's shot is off.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Here's Williams. Zubac in the post. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you
Stay
do
home,
best
stay home.
and then live with the results.
For the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Patterson. Paul George comes
Ayan
in
o.
for Luke Kennard.
Shout out sa mga nasa
Matt
Facebook.
Beverly in for Lou Williams.
Adonis Scary.
Sideline reporter David Alder.
Yan, yung mga nanonood din sa atin sa
Kevin, I
Facebook.
got a chance to hear what Ryan
May
Saunders said
shout
to the
out sa inyo
team.
guys.
He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through.
Ayan.
Kevin will see if they can make that
Eight.
adjustment.
Yun. Marcos Rosado, Mark Hibaya. May shout out sa inyo.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they
Yung mga
saved
nasa
the
Facebook, maraming salamat po. Sa mga nasa YouTube, thank you din.
And he knocks down the first one. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
First live streaming ko po to guys. Pasensya na kung hindi ako marunong.
Beasley covering.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And it's Rubio. That time on the assist by Beasley. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
How about the
Yan,
effort by
sa
Rubio
7
on that
million
play,
in the
fighting
house
his
sa
way through
Facebook. Maraming
contact.
salamat sa
And
YouTube
Beverly
din.
gets to
Nandyan
George.
yung mga nakabili-bili.
Rebounded by the
Patado na tayo.
Timberwolves. Krogi's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that one is good by Beasley.
Henry Bojores Luna. Mega love shout out.
Now,
Nasa
here's
Facebook.
George.
Mga nasa Facebook guys, meron din kami ni YouTube. Naka-live din kami sa YouTube.
Pass to Beverly. Zubac in the post.
Kung gusto nyo manalo ng mga pa-premium Gcash, guys, punta lang kayo sa 10&AC Vlogs, yung mga nasa Facebook. Yan.
So it's Rubio bringing it up.
Papa-ending tayo dun next time.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. We hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some will say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways,
Mega
we
love
still
shout out,
have the
Joanne.
dominance of the big man. They just play
Narciso,
more outside of
mega
the
love shout
paint,
out.
right? You know,
Yan, saan
Giannis,
kaya nang gagaling?
you look at
Saan
what
kayo
he can
galing,
do,
guys?
Anthony Davis, and
Salamat naman sa
the way
inyong
he
panonood
plays the
dyan
game.
sa
LeBron, in essence, is a big man.
Pakita nga tayo.
You still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually.
Ayan, hello sa mga nasa Facebook at nasa YouTube.
Facets of the game.
And the Clippers make a
First time
change
ko
here.
po mag-LS,
Puck is
guys,
checked in.
pasensya na, hindi pa masyado marunong.
And contact on the shot.
Alvaro Benitez, mega love shout out. Nasa Facebook.
Kawhi has become one of the smartest offensive players in the game. Understanding
Reynolds
use of the shot
Cordero,
fake
mega
and
love
what it
shout
can
out.
give you.
Reigns Cordero, mega love shout out.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Ayan o. Arnold Hernandez, mega love shout out din sa'yo. Arnold Hernandez.
Both good from the line.
Michael Julian din, ayan, mga nasa Facebook. Mega love shout out sa inyo dyan, mga nasa Facebook. Mga nasa YouTube din, mega love shout out sa inyo guys. First LS ko to sa NBA. Medyo nangangapa pa. First LS ko sa sa gaming, sa Facebook. Ayan, Jose Marchong Kiao Corre. Ayan o. Mega love shoutout sa mga nanonood dyan sa Facebook. Follow nyo rin kami sa YouTube, guys. Meron din kami YouTube. Follow nyo din kami dyan, guys. Next time, magpapa-ending tayo sa YouTube. Magpapa-ending tayo sa YouTube. Yung mga nasa Facebook, punta lang kayo sa YouTube namin. RC Brothers. Saka Kenenese Vlogs din. Ayan.
1:32 left to play in the final.
Charlie Escogay, may kalab shout out.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka.
Sino yung mga naglalaro dyan ng NBA?
Shoots from 14.
Pwede tayo maglaro minsan.
Almost, but it rolls out. Timberwolves leading by 9. There's the pass to Okogie. Beasley with 1:06 left in the fourth.
Charlie Escogay, ayan, nasa Facebook.
Towns with the steal.
Natatalo na tayo.
Russell inside.
Bawi ako mamaya.
Slam dunk by Russell.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Timberwolves.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, hey, listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage. But this was a great team effort by everyone.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for D'Angelo Russell.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And the Timberwolves with possession. It's a 10-point game. Russell against Beverly.
Wala.
Here is Russell. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good
Chris
about.
Murillo, mega love shout out.
You can go on the road and win in the fashion they
Salamat
did.
sa pagdaan. Quit tayo, quit. Ayun o. Jello Lacson! Kamusta na, pare koy? Ano ba magandang paglabanin? Rockets Nuggets. Siyempre Rockets tayo. Ano yung Rockets Nuggets? Wala na, tapos na. Talong ano? Knicks Cavaliers. Warriors Pistons. Ricky Gepanaga, may kalab shout out. Ito magandang game.
Who is your starting five from the current players that we have in the league right now, excluding your my players? You can't pretty much put in there.
All right, so I'm gonna play the 4. We got LeBron at the point. We'll have Klay Thompson at the 2. I'll play the 3.
Yeah.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. As we're just
April
about ready to get this
Macalvinta,
one
John
started.
Joseph, hello sa inyo dyan.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports. Here's a look. DA, it's all
Ano tayo ngayon?
DA, thanks a lot. And for teams
Yun,
already
Anib.
exceeding expectations, Greg, their
Persevina
spirits are
and
really
Muhammad
strong right now.
Badin.
It's always a
Hello,
great
hello sa
feeling
inyo
to
dyan,
come out
guys.
strong, but it is hard to maintain that consistency.
Jonas Javi.
The teams that do, they
Jonas
believe in
Javi,
themselves
hello,
and they
hello.
keep playing to their strengths.
Why is consistency so hard?
Ano ba napunta si Derek Rose?
Because you're not playing against yourself. And
Peace kung wala ako,
even,
peace.
and Kevin, as great as you are as a broadcaster,
Subukan natin talunin ng Warriors.
didn't feel as good as you did other days, and that's no different
Underdog.
for a guy competing at this level.
My friend, that's every day. Every day you don't feel good about it.
Postin natin
But you grind,
lang.
right? You just try to
That's
keep
right.
grinding.
Got to do it.
Now,
Turn
Golden
around,
State's starting five. Draymond Green is out there with Oubre. Then
Liam
there's
Rodriguez,
Wiseman.
medical
Then it's
shout out.
Wiggins, and it's Curry in a point guard. And for the Pistons, you've got Hayes.
Hello, guys.
Griffin
Mga
is out there
nandyan
with
sa
Plumlee.
Facebook.
Then there's
Hello sa
Grant,
inyo.
and it's Wright in at the shooting guard position.
Ako si Balls. May club shout
Curry
out sa
looking it
iyo.
over. Wiggins
Oops.
against Wright. 4 on the shot clock.
Ay.
And the wide open shot from Green. And
Bukan
another
nating
three
talunin ng
for Golden
Warriors.
State.
Well, he doesn't shoot it all that well,
6-2.
but when he does knock it down,
Cas
it's
Mondehar.
demoralizing
May
for
club shout out
defense.
sa inyo.
Andrew Wiggins, kind of guy that people watch with a microscope, but he has cut down on inefficient shots, those long twos. He started to take
Wala.
more threes,
Ngayon ang
using his
Pistons.
athletic ability when he gets on the inside to get to the foul line.
Ay,
Took him no time at all on that one.
That's a
tambak
great
na.
pass from Draymond Green. Just understands where his guys are going to
Tambak na
be.
tayo.
Right outside. Pass to Griffin. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Hello, hello.
And
Mga
Williams
nasa
looking more
Facebook.
aggressive
Hello
off
po
the
sa inyo.
bounce. Brent getting into the teeth of the defense.
Yeah, and his assists are climbing because of that. Also his turnover. So now what you want to do is slow down the game for Andrew Wiggins and show him on film where his outlets are and where his decision
Hello,
making
hello guys.
can
Sa
be that
mga
much
nasa
better.
Facebook. Hello po sa inyo.
He's in the post, guarded by Curry. Now here's Hayes. Defense is right there. Passes to Griffin. Nifty move.
Inuan.
And the call. on
Bobby
the shot.
Daro
Sends out the
Agravante. May
line.
club shout out sa inyo dyan.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's
Hello, hello po,
dunking
mga
made headlines.
nasa
And while I'm
Facebook.
sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
The Pistons shooting their
Hello,
first free throws
hello.
tonight. The
Sino
first
yan?
trip to the
Hindi
stripe
ko
in this one.
mabasa. Yun.
That's good from Blake Griffin.
Subukan natin talunin ng ano.
Griffin
Warriors.
times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive
Hello yung
players.
mga nakabidyo-bidyo dyan sa ano ha, sa YouTube. At yung mga nasa Facebook. Hello sa inyo guys. Welcome, welcome.
Well, due for a
First,
miss,
ano to,
after 4.5
first,
to begin this one.
live streaming. First
For the
live streaming
Pistons,
namin.
they come in off the loss to the Hawks in Atlanta.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in
Uy,
with the best
ganda ng
of game
pasa.
plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
Hindi ako marunong mag-NBA. First time ko din mag-NBA. Hindi naman first time.
And he's
Kaya lang di ako
Well,
masyado
he's going to
magaling
just
sa
keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
NBA.
Hayes the pass to Plumlee. Over Wiseman.
Ooh,
Plumlee, no
nagawa
luck.
pa. Cynthia Sarmiento, hello, hello.
And so Green will bring it up to the
Salamat sa
Warriors.
pagdaan
Leading
sa
by
aming
5.
live
It's
stream.
Curry outside. Good.
Hello,
It's
hello.
Green
May
picking
galap
up the
shout out
assist.
Cynthia Sarmiento.
Green's got 3
Good
assists
morning.
now in this one. And the
Magandang
Pistons
tanghali
decide
po.
to take their first
Tanghali pa rin
timeout
yan.
right here.
Whether things
Magandang
are
tanghali
good,
sa mga nasa
bad, or
Pilipinas.
indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout.
Third Field
the course of a
Dart
Yeah, not just there
Artillery
to
Battalion.
pump or
Ang
to
ganda ng
discipline
pangalan niya.
players. You gotta make
Mahaba
sure
lang.
that
Hello,
the
hello
coach
sa
makes
inyo.
the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And the Warriors making a change here. Haskell's checked in. Jackson kicks to Rose. Back to Jackson. The Pistons working the ball around now.
Yun.
And it's good for 2. Griffin's got 6 points.
You have to do better than that. Griffin is a pro at muscling in those difficult shots.
Wiggins dishes to Green. On its way from Curry for 2, and the shot is long.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets
Juancho Salvador, make a love shout out.
On its way from Rose for 2. Detroit keeping it alive. A new 14. Over Green. Griffin can't get it to go in.
Juancho
Warriors
Salvador,
leading
make a
by
love shout
6.
out.
Here's Pascal.
Wow.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like
Juancho
the beauty of the
Gorospe,
game
ayan.
with the spacing and the freedom of
Salamat
movement.
sa
And I think that's one reason why
nanonood
you
sa
see
Facebook
so
at
much switching.
apat sa
It's
YouTube.
hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital.
And here's Rose outside. Not going to go that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture.
Jay Perez, make a
And
love shout
watching
out.
that,
Jay
all
Perez.
kinds of contributions and just little things that guys are doing to chip in for that win.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Ayun o, Catherine Ann Valdesco, make a love shout out.
Mobile 1 block.
And early in the
Catherine
game,
Ann
these sorts of
Valdesco.
plays really can set the tone.
Good morning.
Pass to Looney. Here's Toscano.
Oy. Oy.
And he gets it to go.
And their
Maki
offense
Abad, make a love
in
shout
a
out.
flow, some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
There's Rose with the 3.
Tay,
Bazemore
wala.
grabs the miss. Warriors leading by 10. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. The pass to Pascal. Back to Bazemore. Pass to Toscano. That 3 off the mark. Pistons have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter.
Yun,
Jackson
libre.
gets the ball.
Fernando Villarta, may
This is
galang
when
shout
Josh
out sa
Jackson
iyo dyan
could
sa
be a
Facebook.
problem. Out in transition,
Hello, hello,
sprinting
salamat sa
wide, filling the lane, and then filling it
pag-view
up.
ng aming live stream.
Wanamaker looking over the floor.
Uy,
Nice concentration.
Annalyn
The
Ali,
double clutch
hello, hello.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Right side Rose.
Oh,
Two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
hello, hello, hello sa inyo dyan.
Always been one of the best.
Anales
Getting
Joseph.
to the line. The D has to avoid fouling in those situations.
First one falls for. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Poole. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Joe. We caught up with Steph Curry, who spoke with us about coming back from being out.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to just that feeling because
Greg, this guy is a premier performer, and the hardwood is his stage. He always plays well.
No doubt. I mean, fans pay to see him as much as anyone. And when you think about the last decade of basketball, he's changed the game as much as anyone with his range.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, they've got Kent Bazemore, Looney out there with Eric Pascal, and it's Poole in at the shooting guard.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Wanamaker. Looney passes to Wanamaker. Right wing, puts up a three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Detroit the other way. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Back to Rose. Lets it go from deep. Warriors with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10.
And last year, just a tough one for Looney. Just couldn't find a way to stay on the court.
Grabbing that jersey for just 20 games last year, and every time he seemed to recover from one nagging injury, another one would pop up. And Looney very frustrated with how last year went, and so were his teammates.
Here's Mikhailuk. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passes.
Hello sa inyo dyan.
When he can find them in rhythm.
Kamusta kayo dyan mga kaibigan?
First time out here. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah,
Drop Torpees now.
Meetings last season. And the cold hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Green, the pass to Oubre. And here's Wiseman. Curry from deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 11 points.
If you get Steph Curry in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you just have the feeling he's not going to miss.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Blake Griffin had 2 more knee surgeries last season. Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said that the year before, they rode him like a cheap horse, in Casey's words, to make the playoffs. Griffin acknowledged his load may need managing down the road, saying, "I'm a believer in science. I'm going to listen to them and let them lead the way." Guys?
Smart perspective. David, thank you. Here's Doumbouya. Green with the block.
Wow, gritty defense from Draymond, showing how tough it is and great timing on the rejection.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Wiggins, and Wright pulls it down.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Grant. Now Curry. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Knocked away. Hayes with it. Wiseman picks him up. Ahead. Here's Doumbouya. And it's denied. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. No good on the shot. The Pistons go the other way with it. In the corner, right with it. Wiggins against Grant. Passes it to Doumbouya. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
In the corner, right with it. The dish to Plumlee. Grant outside. Good on the 3-point shot. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
Wow, Jeremy Grant continuing to work on his game, stretching it out to the 3-point line.
Over in the corner, Green. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Greg
And the Warriors lead by 7. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
There's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential.
What a moment right there, Griffin.
Alicia Lunka.
He is just
hello, Alicia Lunka.
Here's Curry. He's got 11. to the inside.
Ooh.
And finished up by Wiseman.
Ooh. Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat. On the wing, Jackson. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Wiseman with the rebound. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. They've led by as much as 10. And Wright pulls it down. Pistons trail by 7. And Hayes kicks to Jackson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Over to the wing. Griffin passes to Grant.
Hard to guard when he's that close. Grant really good at drawing the defense in to foul him.
The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The free throw drops to Grant. Different look here for the Warriors. And Grant drops them both. Warriors leading by 5. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here's Poole, sinks the triple. Poole's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
I kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jeremy Grant just has such a great combination of athleticism and explosiveness. It's up to him to find familiar spots on the floor and do a good job of playing off his teammates to make an impact on every game that he plays.
Kent Bazemore is checked in for Golden State, and he makes both free throws.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Rolando Gamatan, hello.
And the foul called out.
Rolando Gamatan del Rosario.
That is his first foul of the game.
Hello sa iyo dyan.
We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first one falls.
Hirap niya na. Naglalaro ng social media.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Willie Chu, hello.
11 seconds left here in the second.
Ano to eh? Gaming.
Now here's Hayes. Griffin kicks to Hayes. From deep three-point range.
Wala.
No good. And so
Willie Q, ayan. Hello sa inyo dyan, mga nasa Facebook.
9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Catherine Ann, madali lang to. Nakaupo lang tapos naglalaro.
Thanks. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter
Buti
gets
nakakashout.
underway.
Siyempre, nakikita ko kaya.
2K Sports halftime.
Nakikita ko yung mga nandyan.
Greetings
Mga
to
dumadaan.
each and every one of you watching at this
Buti
very
napadaan ka.
What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 11
Buti na.
points, 2 assists, and 1
Talo
rebound.
nga eh, oh. Lamang nga yung Warriors eh.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter.
Mag-start ka na rin mag-livestream sa sa YouTube. Nasa Arce Brothers ako para
Happy you could join us. We've got
mapaandar
2
ang
quarters left to go in
WH.
regulation. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Detroit, they've got Plumlee. Hyde is out there with Hayes. Then there's Griffin.
Aga-aga tumawag
It's
ni nanay.
Grant in at the small forward position. Drills the three-pointer.
Ed Merrick, mega love shoutout.
A lot of trouble stopping
Salamat sa
the
pagdaan.
three-point shot.
Hayes in the post. Curry meets him. Hayes the pass to Wright. He dishes it to Griffin. Over Green. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Griffin.
The inside game of Griffin, very polished and superb at getting into a position where he can cash in.
And it's Wiggins missing.
Practice lang,
Like the
practice.
game plan
Naro,
is
Domingo,
they're
hello.
willing to give
Salamat
him
sa pagdaan.
that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet
Dang.
3 points are coming.
A shot's good from Hayes.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
Up top, Curry. He's guarded by Plumlee. He was all alone on that one. Wiggins has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors. Now here's Hayes, guarded by
Bang.
Curry. Cans it from downtown.
Ryan Bautista.
Vince got
Hello, hello. Salamat sa
Nice
pagbisita,
answer
Ryan
back
Bautista.
there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Back to Curry. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but
Little
with big
Terry.
time D.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been
Hani
off the
Pierre,
charts.
hello. Mega love shout out.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man.
Andiyan ka
It was
pala,
a different
Hani
era
Pierre.
back then. But I tell
Huli
you,
ka.
again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you.
Bang.
For the Pistons, rebuild has been a dirty word. With all their injuries last season, staying in the playoff picture was out of the cards. This summer, with their highest draft pick in a decade, Motor City is hoping it will be back in the fast lane
Ayun
soon.
pa rin si Mariblags tsaka si Hani Pierre. Hello, hello sa inyo dyan sa YouTube, guys. Thank you
And
sa
the winner's
pag-
mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
The Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Derrick Rose.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
And as he gets older, we see Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
And that's a shot Rose must make consistently. When he's making it rain from there, this team is hard to match up with.
On its way from Curry for 2. He can't get that one. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Detroit. 8-point game. Luke passes to Rose. Another 3 for Detroit. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. You talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago. Verticality gives Wiggins the upper hand, almost unstoppable once he's midair.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 4 points with the bucket from Rose.
Man, the
Hello sa inyo dyan, guys. Mga nasa Facebook. Agis, Jamian, Adrian Maramo. Hello sa inyo dyan. Salamat sa pagsilip.
Detroit making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Some changes for Golden State. A steal. Outside Rose. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Good.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best.
Luz Bert, Madarag. Hello sa inyo dyan. Thomas,
In the second half.
Jimenez.
Shot selection much improved
Ariola.
since the break.
Jimenez Ariola. Hello, hello.
And Wanamaker has it in the corner. Drills it from outside. Wanamaker's got 6.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And here's Rose outside, and it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Pascal. It's good. He's got 8.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Rose passes to Griffin. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Cool, no good. Detroit's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Blake Griffin.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Knocks it loose. Toscano passes to Pascal. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. And Wanamaker has it in the corner. Misses the 3. And, well, Detroit shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Here's Rose. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Poole. 5 points in the game. Castelluni launches it. Rebound by Rose.
That's the kind of D you'd like to see from Blake. From hustling over, using
Julito,
energy.
Julio, Fritos, hello. May love shout out. Julito, Fritos. Sorry. Fritos pala.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can
Ilang oras na
create,
ba tayo?
freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
44 minutes.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. Eric Pascal out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Wiggins. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Poole in at the point.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
No good on the free throw. And it's tied up with that one.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Wiggins, right side. And Wiggins throws it down.
Arnel, Gabatan, Andy Velasco, hello sa
Where
inyo.
Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
He's with it. Here's Grant. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Pistons lead by 1.
Shooter pala yun.
Jeremy Grant, some change in the couch here, finding some offensive rhythm for the team.
Goes up to the stripe. Rebounded by the Pistons. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Grant dishes to Griffin. Back to Grant. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. And there's the pass to Wiggins. He kicks it to Bazemore. A 3-pointer is right
Ian
on
La
target.
Rus Kane,
Bazemore's got
may love
himself
shout
going
out.
with the
Hello,
triple, his
hello.
first basket of the game. Right with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Plumlee. And he banks in the layup.
Malbas Delphin, Soyo,
Plumlee's got it
hello.
all tied up now for the Pistons.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the foul called on Killian Hayes. That'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Malbas Delphin, Soyo, hello po.
Timeout called the Warriors. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Grant finds Plumlee. Back to Grant, uncovered, and Detroit again with the bucket.
That's a lot of hard work in the offseason for Jeremy Grant to become better at the mid-range.
Curry passes to Wiseman. Wiggins from outside, and another three for Golden State.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Plumlee dishes to Griffin. And it's the Warriors on the break. Wiggins with the ball. Some solid defense from Grant. Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Griffin. That shot is off. Great tee that time from Green. Wiggins surveying the floor. And Curry has it in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists in the game. And here's Plumlee. Here's Griffin. Wiggins with the rebound. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They've held a 12-point lead early. It's good.
Well, if you play that far off Steph Curry, that pull-up game starts to become a weapon.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Wright finds Griffin, looking to end the run, and it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Rose is checked in for Detroit. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Oubre, no one around him. No good with the triple. Pistons trailed by 8. Inside. And there's Rose on the assist by Wright. Rose has got 15 points in just the second half. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
Yeah, Oubre breaking out the hammer.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Andrew Wiggins.
And he's made some shots here tonight, Kevin. He's been efficient from beyond, knocked down 5 triples. And when you've got a guy that steady from long range, it just puts all sorts of pressure on the defense.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Warriors leading by 8. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter.
Okay, magandang laruin.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9.
Yeah, when Curry plays like this, there's an effortlessness to how he approaches the game, and he makes every facet look easy, not just the shooting.
The Pistons have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. The offensive rebound, and Plumlee kicks to Rose. Here's Grant. Detroit, no good that time either.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
On its way from Curry for 2. Rebound by the Pistons. Griffin's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Grant. Offensive rebound. The Warriors have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Warriors.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Andrew Wiggins.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Rose against Curry. Three-pointer. Rose, no good.
Ulat.
Wiggins outside. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They came in
Dali
here
lang.
and took care of business like
Sa jacket, host.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Jacket.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside.
Yan, may
David.
jacket na kayo. Pasensya naman.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, you know. I think the whole team played great. You know, we shared the ball. We made big possessions. So I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Yan. Hello. Salamat po. Hello. Kasi, salamat sa pagbisita. Punta muna ako sa YouTube, sa Facebook, ha? Ayan. Iba naman lakad natin. You got this. Hello, Casey and Mama. Salamat sa yung pa-BG-BG dyan. Jasmine Betanyo, Menjola. Tatry ko itong isang laro. Stick na lang tayo sa NBA. Hello, Cassie and Mama. Salamat sa pag-BG-BG dyan. Jasmine Betanyo Menjola, hello sa Facebook. Sinong naka-online dyan? Pwede tayo pala maglaro dito.
do you do? I got the new move. They making new, checking the foo-foo. The topic is push. Got nothing to lose, got nothing to lose. Jumping out the jail, hit the shoes. NBA jazz, how do I choose? Ballin', ooh, 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 ballin', hey, big dog, hanging out the window. Hey, ballin' with my kid, hey, ballin', ooh, ballin', ooh, ballin', ooh, ballin', hey, ballin', ooh, ballin', ooh. Ballin', ooh, ballin', hey, big dog, hanging out the window, hey, ballin' with my kid, hey. I'm in the studio, making a movie, yo, and I got guns like a movie, yo, I keep it cool, yo, I do my duty and keep it moving like a Uzi, I can't help it if they choosy, like my girl bad and bougie, I feel like I'm underrated like that last verse from Lil Uzi, all the data and the analytics.
Nabali natin Bulls. Saka Lakers.
Pulling up like my name was Christoph when I lift off, got you Afro bang in the Hall of Fame, and I love this game till I dip. We gon' pull up when it's game time. Yeah, side hustler on the baseline. We get never waste time. Now don't stop till the game line. We gon' pull up when it's game time. Side hustle on the baseline.
Yeah.
We don't waste time.
So let's talk about celebrity trash talkers. Is there any celebrity that has the worst trash talking on the court? Maybe they're sitting courtside.
Drake and Travis Scott talk the most trash to me. And I usually talk trash back to him.
Ayan pa rin si ACO, si Kenan AC Vlog. Hello, Kenan AC Vlog.
Everyone from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan.
Last game na pala, last
Chris
game.
Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline. Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. Dennis Rodman is out there with Pippen. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Rose. And it's Gilmore
Michael
in at the 5
Jordan.
spot. A nice shot by Jordan.
And wasn't really a long distance shooter in college. Jordan really worked on his range ever since being drafted.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you. Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
As if Jordan weren't challenging enough to guard. The little up fake there, putting the defender at his mercy.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of this one. That one misses. Bryant looking over the floor. Dishes it to O'Neal. It's good. And it's Kobe with the assist.
It takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fends off the D with ease.
Jordan high post over West. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got 6.
Well, he is looking confident. Love
Gerard
how they're using
Marayan.
him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now, here is O'Neal. Scottie Pippen grabs the miss.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by West. The kick out to Bryant.
Rodman.
To the left wing.
Rodman tsaka Hakim.
Rodman brings the double team. And O'Neal gets it to go. Shaq's got his second bucket of the night.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Jordan. West with some nice D. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Johnson, the pass to West. Now Kobe from the arc. Off the mark. His first
Rose Flores Vlog. Hello.
Push it up 4 on 3. And that one's good by Rodman.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Now here's Johnson. Bryant, that's for two, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Jasmine Betani and Jola, Gerald Marayag,
Several
mega
new
love shout out sa
changes
inyo.
going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Huli ka.
That one drops for him.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Bryant passes to Abdul-Jabbar. And there's Shaq. That's good on the assist by Abdul-Jabbar. O'Neal's got 6 points.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
Johnson against Rose. Again, Chicago.
A comfort zone of Roses. He takes great pride in knocking down the mid-range shot when it's available.
Outside Bryant. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Baseline J on the way. Again, Los Angeles.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range
Last na
area.
to, last na.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Last na to, last game.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Love finds Noah. Chamberlain brings the double team. Down low. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Wilkes the pass to James. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
And that was a great replay we just
Bin
saw of
Gapur
our
Kusin,
mobile
hello. Mega love shout
Some
out sa mga nasa
intimidation
Facebook
right
dyan.
away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Armstrong. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
Now here's LeBron. Hits it from three-point range.
Impossible matchup. You're trying to prevent LeBron James from getting to the rim. You structure your defense that way. And then he does this.
Here is Love. A shake. Noah trying to get open. And there's the nice layup by Love.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Shoots the three. And another three for the Lakers.
Jason Sir, Nanaya.
6
Mega
points
love
on
sa iyo dyan.
consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Over to the left wing. Here's Love. Noah, the pass to Love. Chamberlain with the rebound.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms to lay.
LeBron James on the wing. 6 points for him. Goodrich. That three off the mark. Passes it to Wilkes. The fader. And too long on the shot.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Love against LeBron. Love the pass to Theus. Back to Love. 1 second left. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. In a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really filling it up. Los Angeles on top, leading by... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Just stretching out the floor that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Jimmy Butler, Charles Oakley out there with Grant.
Daniela,
That's their
Jeremy,
coach,
hello.
And it's Theus in at the 1. Bulls trail by 5. Here's Butler. Pass to Theus. Poked away. Shot's good by Butler.
Oh, I love to see that. Butler is never scared to take it amongst the trees.
Now here's Goodrich. He's guarded closely. Worthy kicks to Baylor. Here's Goodrich. Buries it from three-point range.
Goodrich
has got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
The pass to Theus. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
You gotta love his hustle.
Mike Gonyo, Facebook.
To react.
How about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they
Next
go
time
right
magpapa-ending tayo guys para masaya. Punta kayo sa YouTube namin. Ken and AC Vlogs saka Arce Brothers guys. Sumali sa ending.
They've gotten here in the first half.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out
Sumali
here.
sa pa-ending.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Both teams will make substitutions. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. There's the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. That one, no good. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Bryant. He kicks it to Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Johnson. And here's Bryant for 3. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Goodbye.
Those are starting to add up, guys.
Ken and AC
Their
Vlogs.
last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Back to Rose. Passes it to Jordan. From past the arc. Kept alive.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Rose with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Really left alone that time. Jordan's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, Rose will generate points in any situation. Here he does it by feeding a wide open man.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to West. Johnson dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Johnson. Fires the 3. Not going to go that time. Bulls trail by
Master
6.
Officer again ay
And here's the
matulog.
fast break. The 3, Pippen.
May ano to, may blessing to kasi nagano ako, naglinis ako, hanip yan. May ano to, may lisensya. May lisensya ako kasi naglinis ako.
Bryant's got 11 points.
Such a consistent night for him from the
Linis ako
field.
ng
Whenever they
ano,
needed it, he's been there safe.
carpet. Pinaligaw ko yung carpet.
Rejected by Gasol.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked
Mga nasa
youngsters.
Facebook
who have a
maraming
gift
maraming salamat sa
and give
inyo
them the
sa
opportunity.
pagbisita.
Guys,
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Here's Gilmore. Here's
Buliga.
Rodman. And it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds now in the game. West finds Bryant, and the shot goes in. 13 points in the game.
Ganda ng tap
And
ni
so
Kobe.
in control of the game. West keeping the defense off balance with that pass.
Jordan, the pass to Rose. 1:35 left to play here in the second quarter.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
West dishes to Johnson. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Kobe passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Gasol. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And it just seems that every
Kento,
pass they
hello
make
sa'yo
is
dyan,
leading
Kento.
to a score. Just great
Ay,
ball
puting na libre tuloy si
And then
Jordan.
slammed in by Jordan.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
Timeout called the Lakers. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. 1:05 left now here in the second. From deep. Goodrich against Armstrong. Pass to Wilkes. There's the dish to O'Neal. They double him with Butler. And a dunk by O'Neal.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone
May bindisyon to, may bindisyon. Tinanggal ko yung panghinang kama.
a cold stretch
Kaya pwede ako maglaro.
for sure.
Butler finds Noah.
Huli ka.
It's blocked by Shaq. And he's able to get it back. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain.
Kasali ako, Sir Ken. Sige. Pwede tayo maglaro. Send ko sa yung link ng ano. Ng game.
35 seconds left in the first half. Here's Noah.
Love watching James dominate. Impressive projection artist.
I'd love to see them impose
Ano to, Xbox? Wala akong PS5, mahal yun.
Always a surefire way.
Hindi ko na alam kung pwede ba yun sa ano, sa online.
20 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Armstrong. Nice shot from the wing.
Hindi ko lang kung pwede eh. Xbox kasi to eh.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. For three, sinks the three-pointer. Goodrich has got a pair of triples in the second half for Los Angeles.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
And that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the
After one half, it hasn't even been close. Lakers lead
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello sa mga nasa Facebook guys. Salamat sa inyong pagpunta. Kung may YouTube kayo, punta kayo sa YouTube channel namin, NNAC Vlogs.
And the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Some incredible work in this
May mga pa-games tayo doon guys. Sa mga nasa YouTube, sa mga nasa Facebook dyan. Visit kayo sa ating sa aming channel, NNAC Vlogs.
Let's get your and that's all we have for.
Sige, Kentot, next time.
Well, we've got a second half.
Xbox na to, hindi to PS5. Yung kay Kentot yung PS5. Mahal yung PS5.
Probably has to happen quickly. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game. I mean, he has been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, the defense didn't do a very good job of staying connected to him. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
They've got Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Bryant. Then it's Goodrich, and it's O'Neal in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Laker 5. Johnson, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And Bryant kicks to Johnson. And there's the pass to O'Neal. It's deflected. Now here's Pippen. He is still scoreless so far in this one. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Yun, Sebastian. Sontes, Somed, Katapang, mega love shout out sa inyo dyan sa Facebook. Gusto nyo kaming samahan sa YouTube, guys. Kung mga YouTube kayo, punta lang kayo sa YouTube. Arce Brothers, saka kayo na yung Vlogs. Magpapagames tayo doon. Gusto nyo manalo ng cash, Gcash, yan. Punta kayo sa Kenanaysi Vlogs sa YouTube.
Another one falls for Chicago.
Rock solid start for them. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Johnson dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. Rodman brings the double team.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And as a free throw shooter,
out of stock, oo, mabilis na
One of those
na
guys who
benta.
almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
James Worthy's checked in for Los Angeles, so he gets them both. Los Angeles leading by 8. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Kobe Bryant.
He's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
Yeah, but they're 3 or 4 to start the second half.
Bryant is double. Ripped away. And they're running. Here's Rose. And a wide open look for Jordan. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got
Try natin next time, Kentot. Kung
Johnson
pwede.
the pass to O'Neal. Over Gilmore. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the layup's good off the glass. Abdul-Jabbar's got his second bucket.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Rose can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Bryant. That shot misses. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Passes to Rose. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. How about that strong
Lakers saka
defensive
Bulls.
performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And those are plays that get you in.
Renato Soriano, hello sa inyo dyan sa, ano,
So both teams making some
sa
changes here.
Facebook.
Double team on Rose. Feeds it to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And you know, that level of physicality that Grant brings inside is awesome to watch. He does a great job with finishing with that power above the rim.
Rest passes to Kobe. Beyond the arc. Here's Mikan. Top of the key, Bryant. They get it again. Pass to Worthy. Goes up again. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Ayun!
Defense has
Michael
done a
Jordan.
good job of forcing him in tough shots this quarter.
Natalo tayo
Nice
ah.
pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior.
Next time magpapa-ending ako.
Rest passes to Bryant. It's a nice
Marami
passing hit by
sumisilip
Los
sa ano,
Angeles.
sa Facebook.
Out to
Hindi lang
West.
nag-stay kasi walang kwenta. Dapat may pag-games.
Now the pass to Mikan.
Next
Over
time try
Gilmore.
natin.
It's deflected. Outside, Rodman. Grant, right side. James Worthy comes up with a rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Kobe. Here's Mikan to the middle. Chamberlain, the pass to Mikan. Here's Kobe. And Bryant slams it in.
Yeah, love seeing Brian just get
Hello,
up
hello
and
sa
go
nasa
forward.
Facebook.
His
Hello sa
leaping
inyo dyan.
ability never ceases to impress.
Bulls trail by 8. Outside Rose.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And it's Bryant in the corner. Over Jordan. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And Chicago has possession. Rodman dishes to Rose. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Now, just a 4-point Laker lead. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And that one's good by Kobe.
And it takes a Herculean defensive effort to rattle Bryant. He sinks contested shots at will. How about his focus?
Here's Jordan. And the Bulls get it back. And then Rodman with the dunk.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Second chance opportunity so
Last
big in
quarter
this
na.
instance. They have
Matutulog
to
na.
feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
And off. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. At one point, they led by 16. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So for Chicago right now, Dennis Rodman is out there with Oakley. Then it's Kukoc. Then it's Jordan. And it's Theus in at the point guard.
And that's what you get when you combine the range and just his overall confidence. Mr. Outside.
Pass to Kukoc. Back to
Patay,
Jordan.
libre.
Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes it to Wilkes. Here's Baylor. Lets it go from 11. LeBron, no luck.
Hello sa mga nasa Facebook.
Three-pointer, Kukoc.
Next time magpapa-ending tayo guys. Yung mga nasa Facebook, punta kayo sa
Takes the
YouTube.
three. Wilkes with the rebound.
Doon tayo magpapa-entry ng ending.
Outside Baylor. The three, West.
Dang.
Kills it from outside. At 6 in the quarter.
I mean, that's what I call the prototype. When you talk about
Make
catching
them
and
shot
shooting,
in game.
West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Love's checked in for Rodman. Pippen comes in for Kukoc, and it's Butler in for Michael Jordan. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team. I told him this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Thanks, David. West kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to West, to the paint. Here's Shaq, and stolen by Butler. Inside. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. On to 4 on the bucket from
Oleg Nabar, make a shout out to
Butler
you.
will find you. His court awareness, very impressive.
To the inside. Here's O'Neal. And good, coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Ken and AC Bloods, make a shout out.
Just getting the job
Ken
done when they
and
need
AC
to make
Bloods.
every possession count.
Outside Pippen. Shot from the top of the key, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Abdul-Jabbar gets double teamed. Over Love. Kicks it out to LeBron. No good that
Lapit
time.
na 2
He's been
minutes
off the
na lang.
mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Johnson against Butler. Theus and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Lakers in the lead. Abdul-Jabbar passes to LeBron. It's good.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual,
Nakailang
he
hours
comes
na.
through in the clutch.
Hindi ko nga alam, isa ba nakikita yon?
Chicago calls timeout.
Tingnan mo nga, hindi ko nakikita eh. Nasa Facebook akong cellphone ko eh.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game. Kobe Bryant.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot.
2 minutes na lang.
Driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Kobe's checked in for James. Johnson with the
Atay,
block.
libre.
And Rose wide open. He shoots. And the Bulls with another miss.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Bryant. A three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Gilmore. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And Butler has been in these spots before. I mean, he's comfortable having the ball when it matters most.
It's Kobe Bryant on the way. Rodman grabs the miss. Rodman's got 7 rebounds in the game. And here we go. The game now all time.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Johnson with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. The pass to O'Neal. Back to Johnson. Pass to O'Neal. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. And the Lakers lead by 2.
O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition.
Johnson with the defensive effort. And here are the Lakers. At one point, they led by 16.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear. Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Rose against Johnson. Lets it go with a 3. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, come on. Big time, big time. Rose has worked so hard to get back. He's so hungry in these late game moments.
Abdul-Jabbar can't get it to go. Butler with room to shoot. It's good!
Oh, such a tough-minded player. Butler relishes the opportunity to make plays in the clutch.
Johnson outside. And stolen by Butler. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And that's an intentional foul. And he cannot tough on the miss.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 2.
3 points.
11 seconds left in the game. Is what you're saying.
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket. Or they could take the lead if they play for the 3. Interesting decision.
11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Johnson. Jacks up a 3.
3 points.
And entering the league, Magic was an average shooter at best. Has worked extremely hard to improve that facet of his game.
Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Ay, naka-premiere si Josh na kulit si Josh.
Just enough time to work it around for a good shot.
Yes.
It better be
Nalo.
because it's the only shot they have.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here.
Ayan guys, thank you. Bye-bye to all. Taas ng StreamYard. Bye-bye. End ko na.
Your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Thank you sa mga nag-stay dyan. Maraming salamat. Sa mga nasa YouTube at sa Facebook.
Thanks for watching the NBA. Presented by
Bye-bye.
Sports.
Panalo kaya, ayan oh.